Last time on MasterChef Australia.
Make us something truly do-delicious.
The amateur cooks tackled the hottest culinary trend, dude food.
Dude food needs to be finger-licking fantastic.
And while Tregan produced the most impressive dish, Andrew, Sam and Amina produced the three least.
This is probably one of my lowest points, but I'm not going to let it break me.
Tonight, these three fight for redemption in a pressure test.
This is your chance to set things straight.
As acclaimed chef Christine Manfield returns to set the challenge.
It's not dessert.
Ooh!
It's a high-stakes race to turn 40 ingredients into one dish.
I've got to stay focused. The moment I lose focus, it means everything's going to go wrong.
And for someone, the MasterChef journey will end.
If I don't get the flavours right, there's the threat of going home. I'm pretty keen to stay on. I don't think my time's up yet, and I don't think I'll be, tanking today. I'm going to give it everything to stay here because I really have a lot more to go, I think.
I'm not surprised. I mean, the pressure test, I was not happy with my dish yesterday.
Yeah.
It's just lacking an interesting crumb on that chicken. And really, too much breadage.
I can't argue with anything they said either. Went out there and got crazy and didn't pay off, so...
You've crisped up the rolls in the oven, so what's happened is they're just like powder.
Take it like it's an immunity challenge.
Yeah. I think it's an easier way to do that, rather than thinking that it's an elimination.
Absolutely.
It's the first time I'm in a pressure test, and after yesterday's performance, I did feel that I didn't do as well as I should.
Sushi rice, you should be able to hold it up to the light. You should almost see the light coming through it, and you haven't quite achieved that.
Obviously, my rice wasn't the best, which is a bit strange because I'm half Asian. I should know how to cook rice. It's a mistake that's cost me the fact that I'm in a pressure test today. But in saying that, it's going to be an experience today. That's all it is.
You guys ready?
Yeah, ready as I'll ever be.
Let's go, boys.
Let's do this.
Let's go, boys.
You know, sometimes we get things wrong. You're standing here because yesterday you produced the three least impressive dishes in the Dude Food Challenge. This is your chance to set things straight, make it right, make up for the mistake, and keep yourself in the MasterChef kitchen. Amina, what are you holding?
I got a few things that remind me of the most valuable supporters. It's my family, so I got a couple of photos of my family and my lucky wooden spoon by my girlfriends, which one of my girlfriends has a crush on you, Matt Preston, so she's written here, Matt Preston is hot. She also thinks Margaret Fulton's hot.
sort of puts it in perspective.
Hey, you take it when you can.
Well, she did ask for one of your cravats because she'd like to sleep with it.
Oh. Now I'm getting creeped out.
Andrew, you've been here a few times now.
Yes.
What have you learned from the last pressure test?
It's a chance to excel and to show yourself that you're actually made of more than just the sum of who you think you are.
What do you think your family would say about you watching you here?
I think they will be really proud of me. I would like to think that they would be as proud of me as I am of them. Because kids and parents, that's where you fit the family.
Yeah. Good. Sam, what about you?
Gee, I was pretty calm when I woke up this morning. I had a good sleep, but
You don't look very calm
I'm
now.
getting excited now.
You're looking fidgety and nervous.
Yeah, that nervous energy's kicked in, and yeah, I'm pumped for today.
If this ends today, what do you go back to?
I'm not 100% certain what I go back to at the moment because I gave up a really great career in banking to come. It's important to me because I want to be happy getting up each day and I want to do the grind on something I love. And I love coming in here, and my favourite times in this competition are from the words, your time starts now, to step away from your benches. That is the time when you feel alive.
Today's pressure test is designed to find out which two of you have that ability to thrive under pressure, that great technique, and that flawless palate. One chef, for my money, stands out in Australia as being able to do that. One chef whose London restaurant was named the best new restaurant in the UK. One chef whose recent cookbook has just picked up the title of the world's best cookbook in New York. One chef whose Sydney restaurant, Universal, is amongst our personal favourites. You are in for a wild ride. Please welcome Christine Manfield. Christine, welcome back to the MasterChef kitchen. Thank you so much for bringing in that nightmare under a cloche. Andrew, Amina, Sam, meet Christine Manfield.
Hi.
Right.
Who's a fan?
Good start, good start.
Andrew, what marks out Christine's recipes to you?
Just, there's so much that goes into a dish that can be so simple, and just the flavours layering and just luscious.
Christine, please tell us of something lovely and simple. An egg and bacon sandwich, maybe? You know?
Not quite.
A sticky toffee pudding. That'll be good.
Don't think that's really my forte, but it's not dessert.
Yay!
We love you.
Christine, will you please reveal today's pressure test dish?
Today you'll be cooking
Ooh!
Oh, nice.
it's smoked river trout, mussels, and a turmeric lemongrass broth. It looks deceptively simple. It's about the combination of ingredients. There's 40-odd ingredients.
Oh my God.
It might look like it's a simple little broth, but hopefully it won't make you come undone.
That's so pretty.
It looks so simple.
And it's so
Like a sleeping tiger.
Oh, that smell, the aroma.
Beautiful. This is all about replicating that dish. And to do that, you need to taste.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Nicely done.
So just remember those flavours.
Oh, that's good.
Talk to me.
It's like a little pink pillow. You just bite into it and it's so soft, but it's got that light smokiness. It's not the old-fashioned, very strong smoked trout.
You need to be really precise and careful when you're filleting the fish and pin boning it, and then when you're cooking it, making sure you get that lovely rosy blush.
I just want to keep...
I know.
It's all about the broth, isn't it? Completely. As the broth goes down in your mouth, it starts out really sweet, and then you get some zing, and then you get a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
It's going to be a real sort of art to get that depth and that complexity across all those layers of that broth.
This is a scary dish, I'll tell you why. There's technique, there's balance of flavour. That's why she's the master at it, okay? And you guys have got a tough challenge ahead of you.
You have 2 hours to recreate that dish. Should make you happy, but then you haven't seen the recipe, and that is under your benches. Andrew, Amina, Sam, this is it. Your 2 hours starts now.
2 hours to replicate Christine Manfield's dish, and I've got Sam and Andrew to compete against, and they're both very strong cooks, so I've got to make sure that I do this dish right. It's got 40 ingredients. It's going to be a manic challenge.
Christine, they need to be running right now, don't they?
Yeah, they need to be running the whole time. It's that sense of urgency that you always have to have. So there's a sort of a couple of jobs going always. It's not just looking at one thing at a time.
They've got to multitask.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
I've noticed that no one's really read through the entire recipe yet to sort of organise in their head just, you know, the magnitude of the job.
That trout can overcook quite quickly. It's a disaster, yeah?
They're going to have to be quite careful with that, and also just we'll be looking for just how carefully they treat the filleting of the fish.
The trick to getting this broth done is really 3 parts. It's making a stock, and then making a paste from the turmeric and lemongrass, and then making the broth itself and bringing it all together.
Go, Sammy. This is my first pressure test in the MasterChef kitchen, so whilst I wouldn't volunteer for it, it's something I have been looking forward to.
I think a pressure point is going to be the broth. I think getting those flavours into the broth and balancing those flavours in the broth is going to be the most difficult thing.
Get in there. I'm starting on my stock now. Where do my mushrooms just go? In a hot pot, I saute onions, carrots, spring onions, chilli, celery and ginger. I won't be fazed by the amount of ingredients. That just, to me, means that there's a really lovely layering effect with the flavours going on. It's really important to cook the vegetables out enough to get all the flavours out of them, and then to not boil the stock and make it cloudy.
Smells lovely, Amina.
This ain't any normal broth. There's lots of things that have to happen at different stages.
Yeah, there's elements to it, and they all have to be made first because they're doing everything from scratch.
Fingers crossed. They've got a massive task ahead of them. And on top of that, they've got a lot of tasting to do along the way to make sure the balance is right.
Pushka.
Is it hot?
It's got a little bit of it. I strain the stock and reserve it in a pot. There's no cloud in the stock whatsoever. No sediment floating around. It's very pretty. A bit like my wife.
Aww.
Just a little prompt, hour and a half to go, starting to work on the next bit. Let's go.
I've got the lemongrass, I've got the shallots, I've got the lime, I've got the garlic.
Bloody onions. Put your wooden spoon between your teeth. Come on, it's just shallots, baby.
10 red shallots. That's a big job.
The turmeric and lemongrass spice paste is a matter of bringing together all the ingredients, your chilli, your turmeric, your ginger, lemongrass, kaffir lime leaves, heaps of shallots.
Plug it in, that'll help.
And Basically just blitzing them and getting into a beautiful fine paste, which you're then going to fry off.
Hey, Sam, how you going?
G'day, Gary.
Before
I'm really
we come
well.
and have a little look, see where you're at.
Ooh. I like that. It's fresh.
Fresh and intense.
So what
very.
have you thrown there? Tell us.
Okay, so that's everything for the turmeric and lemongrass spice paste.
Yeah, and how does that taste?
It's good. I would perhaps make it just think about the texture. Just a little finer.
If I don't get the flavours right, there's the threat of going home.
Sam is starting to make mistakes, and if he's not careful, he could ruin this dish. But I don't want to psych him out by telling him off.
Christine, do you want to have a look at Sam's tomatoes?
Can you remember how the angle that they were cut?
Oh, I thought they were just halves like that.
They're halved,
Yeah, but were they halved that way, were they?
lengthwise,
Oh, I thought they were horizontal. Okay.
Yeah.
That's for the stock.
The process that I'm doing at the moment is the tamarind paste. I'm trying to fry it off, get it really aromatic. Oh, sorry. The onions. And I'm going to add the... sorry.
Come on, Amina.
You know, just get a bit emotional over these pressure tests. Oh.
You all right?
You
want a tissue?
Yeah. No, I'm good.
The first bit of this challenge is all about measuring everything, tasting everything, and getting the building blocks together. Now it gets tricky. 1 hour to go.
How are you?
Mate, great. I'm
Apart
loving
from
this.
sweating
Yeah.
like a little piglet.
Like a boy working hard.
Yeah, let's create a little neckerchief.
Thank you very much.
That will just collect it all, yeah? Oh,
Thanks, George.
oh. I love you, Sam.
I love you too, George.
Once I've fried off the turmeric and lemongrass paste, it's a matter of adding then the stock and all the other elements. So that's the tamarind liquid, it's a little bit of sugar syrup, it's a bit of soy sauce, a bit of lemon juice, and hoping that balance is right, simmering it for about another 20 minutes.
Let's go, Means.
I've sieved all the ingredients for the broth. The broth is just simmering away at the moment. And the last part, which is the white pepper.
Amina looks to be adding a lot of white pepper. I just hope it's not too much.
Andrew, how are you going?
I think I'm going pretty well.
Yeah?
Have you read forward in the recipe?
Yes.
And?
I've this, and then it's onto the fish.
Okay. And how confident you are in filleting that?
Well, I filleted a fish when I was about 7, and it was a catfish, and I did it in the dark, so I figured it will be great. It's going to be good.
Oh, can I get a blindfold for you then?
I missed out on that one.
Why did you fillet a catfish in the dark? What was that, a bit of night fishing?
I'm just out with Dad fishing.
This should be interesting. We need to come back when he fillets his fish.
Yeah.
I want to see some nifty knife work.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty good with a pair of scissors, so...
Hey, maybe
Yeah,
you could maybe you could fillet that fish with a pair of scissors. Who knows? All right.
Probably not. My main worry today is that we have to fillet our own fish. I'm calm on the outside, freaking on the inside. Come on, you mongrel.
The second hour, I think, is crucial because as much as that trout looks deceptively simple, they've got to fillet it, they've got to pin bone it, they've got to portion it, they've got to smoke it, and then, of course, cook it.
Sammy, your broth's boiling.
Thank you.
Sam's broth looks like it's at too high a temperature, and he could over-reduce it, so the flavour might not be right.
The fish is pretty straightforward. Get the fillets off the fish.
That's beautiful.
Make sure there's no bones. Get off all the scales. Get a beautiful shaped fillet, exactly how Christine had hers.
Good on you, Sammy. Doing well, mate.
Technically, I know how it's done. You go there, darling. Down behind the gills and whoosh, one go. Let me just check. Hop. So easy. Done. Filleting this fish is freaking me out. I have not done this other than once when I was 7.
Now what you can do is if you sort of come this way a bit and you angle your knife this way a bit, all right?
Is you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm the same as you, trust me.
All right, okay.
All right? But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to demonstrate to you that if you look along the line of that fish, all right?
Yep.
You imagine if you did nice sweeping motions along like that. Now have a little look. Ooh. Now run your thumb all the way along. Look. Ooh. Okay. So do the same motion again.
Gotcha. It happens really easy. I just listen to what he says. I get a beautiful fillet off it, and now it's just to make sure I get every one of those bones out, otherwise I'm done for.
The problem I'm concerned about today is if I don't fillet this fish right. If I do anything that could compromise that fillet of fish for my dish, it could mean I'm out of the competition. Oh, shoot.
You all right? You just butchered that, didn't you? Can I give you the same tip?
Yeah.
Right. Do you imagine a fish?
Yeah.
You know, in the cartoons, you know, where the cat grabs it out of the bin?
Yep.
Fish head, all the little scales this way, all the little scales that way with the thing on the bottom.
Yep.
And the spine runs all
Just
the way
runs
along
there.
that line there.
Yep.
Start here, like
Yep.
that. Like that.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, God, that's so slippery. Can I just put that underneath?
Okay, I'll
Yep.
leave you to it. But just take your time. This is really important. You want one beautiful portion out of this.
Okay.
How's Amina going with it?
Gee, why hasn't she got a fillet yet?
I use a chef's knife, but we do this all day, so.
Yeah. Fuck your eyes.
I hope you're scaling, filleting, portioning, smoking and cooking that trout to perfection.
30 minutes to go.
God. I'm struggling with the fish and I've got to stay focused. The moment I lose focus in my game, it means everything's going to go wrong.
30 minutes to go.
To see Amina down there fighting for her life today, it's honestly, for me, it's gut-wrenching. And I just feel like a mother. I want to go there and help her, or I want to make sure that she's doing everything she can do. I'm nervous. I'm really nervous.
The amount of time it's taken me to fillet my fish is costing me time to do all the other ingredients, and I still need to plate up. I don't have much time left. Bloody oath, I can't even get these ones. The filleting could have been better because, yeah, very slippery fish, very oily fish. But I've got my slices, that's all I need.
You need to speed up here, babe.
Yeah, I know, but I just can't afford to get a bone in there, mate.
Take your time. Take your time.
Think about what you're going to do next.
I'm worried for Amina. Her fillet is awful. It's thin. It comes down to one mistake and you're packing your bags and going home. Slow down, Sammy. You'll be right.
Take your time, mate. Get yourself together.
The next stage for me is to put the trout into a roasting tray and cold smoke them with hickory smoke.
Where's the little smoker thing? I haven't used the smoking machine before. How the frig does this work?
It's something that I don't think any of them have done before with the smoking gun, so it's a new technique.
Talk me through it. What are you doing?
Stick that in there.
Yeah, and?
And then I put the chips in the other end, I turn it on, and I leave it fall. It's important not to over-smoke the fish, but you also don't want to under-smoke it.
Oh,
Sammy. Go, son.
Think that's enough smoke, you reckon?
How long does it say?
It said 3 minutes until the tray's filled with smoke. It was filled, but I think I might give it a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe put a timer on it. Go, Andrew.
Christine, why would you cold smoke something instead of, I guess, hot smoke it and cook it?
Cold smoking just imparts a really lovely, gentle smokiness. It actually brings out the sort of the natural flavour of the fish. You want to let it sit in that dish and just, you know, suck up some of that smoke before you whack it on the pan.
Amina, there should be smoke coming out of that, mate.
It's not coming out. I've never cold smoked fish before, so the fact that my place in this competition comes down to the smoked river trout, look, I'm really scared. Good Lord.
How many minutes? 3 minutes, yeah?
Time it for me, please.
The mussels are so easy. I put some water into a pot, put the mussels in, crank it up as high as it'll go, jam the lid on. When it goes they're cooked. That takes about 2 minutes, and I put them into ice cold water to stop them cooking any further.
Good man, come on.
Did you beat them?
I'm just checking for the ones that are good. I only need 4.
Good.
Just gonna get this happening. Oh, my frickin' glasses.
Andrew's still got a lot to do. He's just smoked his fish, he hasn't sliced his squash, he hasn't thought about plating at the moment, and he hasn't done his tempura, so it's going to be really, really tight.
Harmony and balance is what this challenge is all about. You've got 15 minutes to nail it.
Have you pulled all the beard out?
Yep.
Cool.
How's your fish?
Yeah, it's got about a minute to go searing.
I cook the trout for about 2 minutes on the skin side down in the pan, then turn it over for putting it in the oven for about a minute. It just seals off the fish beautifully and hopefully won't overcook it.
Are we getting a nice crispy skin there?
Yeah.
Yeah? Perfect, yep. Perfect, perfect. That's looking really
That's
good.
enough?
Yeah? Good girl, you're nearly there.
Oh, good Lord. Ah.
Slow your breathing.
The next step is to dredge my cavolo nero leaf through the tempura batter and fry it till it's crispy. Beautiful crunch. I'm looking for the perfect crunch. And it comes up beautiful.
Nice, looks beautiful, Amina. Got about 6 minutes to go, yeah?
Oh, really? Ooh.
Looks like you've got all the elements ready, everything ready to put in.
Everything is pretty much ready.
Let's go, Sammy.
Next step's placing the fish atop the vegetables and adding the broth.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Call me radical.
Go, go, go.
Just 2 crucial minutes left. Come on, guys.
How are we going here, Andrew? Ooh! You need to take the little, the beard out. Sometimes they can stay on.
I've got a spare in there anyway. There's 4 in there.
Come on, Amina.
Nice work.
All right.
Come on, guys.
Nice. Go, Sam.
Get it up.
Go, Andrew. That looks
Well
awesome,
done,
Roo.
Andrew.
You love these words. 10 seconds to go.
Andrew, is there chilies on that? There was chili.
Chilies.
Garnish.
Quick,
Come on.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Step away from your benches. Well done. There we go.
Have fun?
I did it.
Looks beautiful. Good
Oh,
job, Dad.
I'm just worried about the fish. Did yours look like that?
It's a bit thin, that's all. No, but that's perfect there.
How'd you go?
Oh, yeah, all right. How'd you go?
It's all there. You're wet, Sam.
I work hard, mate.
Unfortunately, I have butchered that fish. I'm really worried that it could be a little overcooked, but let's wait and see.
I don't think my dish is perfect. I'm never quite sure on my presentation. So I'm hoping the feedback's going to be mostly positive.
You know what I loved at the start of this challenge is Amina, Sam and Andrew just had big beaming smiles when Christine walked in. They were absolutely chuffed. I think they'd all tried your recipes and what you bought them was a deceptively simple dish with a lot of complexity. And it's hard to see at this stage what's going to split the 3 dishes. So there's only one way to find out, and that's taste. Let's get the first dish in.
Sam the banker,
Former banker.
how much do you want this?
Oh, I want it bad, real bad. I wouldn't be here if I didn't really want it. This is not a holiday for me. This is the start of something really big.
I struggle, Sam, because I think you're a kind of Jekyll and Hyde character. It's like you came into this competition with a brand. I'm going to be the meat guy and I'm going to talk about this. And every time you cook meat, it's a disaster. And then every time you actually cook from here, you cook beautiful food. I want to see the real Sam and not the Sam that I think you want to show people. Because I think the real Sam is far more interesting and is a far, far better cook.
Your dish. Happy?
I probably couldn't be much happier, George. I think I've got the aesthetic pretty much as good as I could get it, except for getting the clarity in the stock. I don't think I quite got it as anywhere near as clear.
Well, it's time for us to taste.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
Cheers, Sam.
Christine, I think that looks beautiful.
I do too. I think he's got the level of the broth just right. I can see, you know, all the elements sort of floating around in there. The fish, to the eye, looks well cooked.
Yeah. Are you happy with the clarity of the broth from there?
I think it's a little cloudy.
Yeah. But
it
it's good to see he identified that.
Yeah, hopefully the flavour will shine through even if it is a little cloudy.
Right, let's taste.
It's good. It's really good. I think he's done a good job. The river trout is cooked really, really well, beautifully rested through. So big tick for that. The broth is very strong, almost reduced. All the flavours are there, but it's lost that little bit of freshness.
I suspect the stock and also the broth have been cooked at too high a temperature, and also by reducing the volume, you're intensifying all the wrong flavours and you lose that lovely fresh pungency.
Has that broth overtaken the smokiness of the fish?
Yeah.
There is no smokiness in the fish.
I've lost it. Interesting plate of food.
Yeah.
Beautiful presentation.
Yeah.
Time to get in the next.
I don't think I've seen you under that much pressure since the start of this competition.
Yeah, doing that fish drove me nuts, but the rest of it was fine. It was just the fish that really got me.
Now, you're a nurse?
Yeah, I'm a registered nurse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you give that up if your dream in MasterChef comes true?
Yes. To give that up and do something that my whole upbringing and me as a person, my passion for food, like unfortunate to say, I would leave nursing for food.
If you want to change your career, it's never too late. Follow your heart. I mean, I changed my career from teaching young children up in my mid-30s to just taking that flying leap off a cliff and then just cooking, because that's really what I wanted to do. So I'm still on that journey. So if that's what you want to do, go for it, and don't let anyone sway you from that.
Beautiful.
Oh, wow.
See?
Yeah.
Well, Amina, you better leave us to taste now.
Okay. Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
I really have loved every day. Despite this, it's been great.
Why are you telling us that?
Because I want to come back to it. I want to do more of this. Actually, this.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
I like the look of that. The broth looks nice and light. You can see all of the ingredients. The turmeric looks lovely and crisp on the top. What do you think?
I think there's a definite clarity in that broth that I haven't seen. The level is perfect. She's nailed that, and I can see a lovely rosy centre of the fish.
All right, well, let's taste.
Oh, that's good.
That's nicely cooked.
There's peers of.
The standout for me is the smoky fish. It's got really great smoke on there. It's well cooked.
I thought the balance was good. I mean, you got the fragrancy and the fresh zinginess of the ingredients.
Love the dish. I think it's beautiful. You know, not a bone, no beard in the mussel. And I love the way she's cut all of her vegetables. She has struggled with the fish. You know, it's more from the belly end of the fish rather than the top side.
Yeah.
But cooked perfectly.
I love the smoke on the fish. It's like, you know, it's like a campfire on a misty mountain morning in the high country, little wisps of smoke. And I think that works beautifully with the lightness of the broth. Get the lemongrass, get that kind of that acidity, get that sourness, which is beautiful with the warmth of the smoke. But for me, there's way too much white pepper in there.
Time to taste the final dish.
Could be slow. That was the hard part, getting it here.
Do you think?
It's a long walk from down there.
So, Andrew, how's that?
That was really, really exciting. I think I'm getting addicted to adrenaline.
You really don't want to get addicted to that black apron, please. It's not a good thing. What I want to know, and I think this is fascinating, that you, with that black apron on, are magnificent. Why only here? Why only now?
Maybe I need to really feel like I'm backed up against a wall and I have to come out with something truly amazing. I don't know that it's necessarily a good thing, and I suspect that's something that I have to work on myself.
Because otherwise you'll find it here time and time again. And one day, whether it's today, whether it's next week, the pressure test will get you.
Yes.
Andrew, thank you very much indeed. We'll taste now.
Thank you.
Thank
you for a lovely dish.
Thanks, Andrew, for cooking.
Enjoy.
So, Christine, not a bad job at all.
Not at all.
How do you think that compares to your dish?
I think there's a little too much broth there, so a lot of it's sort of submerged, and that sort of affects the overall clarity of it.
Certainly in terms of the look, he's got that vibrancy of colour that your dish had.
Yeah.
Now let's see if he's got the vibrancy of flavour.
Yeah.
George?
Love to.
That is beautifully cooked, that trout.
Well, let's taste Andrew's broth.
Okay.
Wow. First up, balance in that broth. Wonderful sweetness, just absolutely perfect. The fish is perfectly cooked.
Yeah. I'm going to comment on the mussel because it's actually cooked really beautifully. They're not rubbery and bullety. But I hate the beards left on mussels. It's not that nice to eat. You just need to be a lot more careful to make sure they're cleaned correctly.
For me, the secret of this dish is the balance of the broth, and the broth has to have a good, strong lemongrass flavour. And I think together, the smokiness of the river trout and that broth are a beautiful match. Well, Christine, you've done it again. You brought us a pressure test dish that pushes our contestants to their absolute limits, and I think they're all really proud of what they've done.
Let's be honest, with over 40 ingredients, not an easy dish to do. Hard to separate the ones that we like and the one that we don't. And what makes it even harder is on the back of this decision, someone's going home, and we know that we don't want to send anybody away from this competition.
It's that normal tale of some stuff you've each done really well, and some stuff that you could have done better. Andrew, great balance between the smokiness of your fish and that quite sweet broth. Also, your mussels were cooked perfectly. But you've got to be more careful to ensure you don't leave beards in your mussels. And also your presentation. By putting so much broth in there, we lost the kind of lovely mosaic of colours of the mussels and of the squash and of the tomatoes. Sam, in terms of your dish, presentation was such a big plus. It looked spectacular. It had that intense broth, but the question we had was whether you'd over-reduce that broth, cooked it too long, too hot, to get that flavour. Amina, you looked out of your depth when it came to filleting that fish, and your broth was hit with way too much pepper. However, it really showed a nice punch of lemongrass and also had the clarity to enhance the presentation of the dish. The first person is safe, and it continues in this crazy quest is Andrew. Amina, Sam, with your previous performances in the MasterChef kitchen and in team challenges, you've both marked yourselves down as potential contenders for the MasterChef title. And today, the person who's still got the chance of becoming Australia's next MasterChef is Amina. Sam, I'm sorry, but you will not be Australia's next MasterChef.
What are the memories that you're going to take away with you?
I go home very, very happy and very, very grateful for the opportunity. I've made some great friends. And I've learned a lot.
And that dish belongs to Sam.
And also your expertise that have been, you know, passed on with such warmth and sometimes, you know, a really big stick. It's a nice way of learning. So just a thank you to you all for your patience and your time.
Thanks, Sam. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Sam, I think you're a smart boy. You know business. So all you have to do is go out there and do it. Follow your dream.
Yeah, that's certainly the plan.
Sam, unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye and leave the MasterChef kitchen. Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks, Gary. Yeah, cheers. Appreciate all your help. Cheers, George. Thank you. Matt, thank you very much.
All the best, mate.
Good luck, Hank. Give it everything. Sorry. Give it everything, Hank. Look after yourself. You too. Cheers, mate.
Okay.
We're really all just waiting to see who's going to come through those doors. I'm really, really, really hoping Amina's going to come home.
Here we go.
It's coming down.
Nice work.
Hey, I just wear black to everything you do.
Well done.
Charcoal from being near the fire.
How's Sammy?
Sammy, you know, he was okay. It's really hard to say with Sammy, isn't it? He did say, though, to each and every one of you, best of luck and thank you.
It's pretty tough that Sam didn't come home tonight. He's like a big brother to me and I'm going to really miss him.
I think shock's a good word to describe it. That sounds out of the competition, just because he was smart and he knew his stuff.
He just shows one slip up and no more Sam.
It's great to be back in Perth. Can't wait to see Jim and a couple of mates. It'd be really good to catch up. It has been a fair while, so yeah, busting to see them actually. Hey! Hello, Princess.
Missed you.
For me, MasterChef will go down as a great experience and a good change of direction in my life.
Well done.
Good to see you. Oh,
She's got one.
cheers.
Sammy, welcome home.
Ta. Cheers. I was there to pursue a passion and enjoy the process of being involved in food, and I've done that, and so no one can take that away.
Next time on MasterChef Australia.
You're that close in getting one of these. Immunity.
Tregan goes head-to-head against dude food pioneer Daniel Wilson.
To beat me, the contestant will really have to bring their A game today.
But which secret ingredient will be on the menu?
This is a nightmare.
The pressure is on to create 3 stunning courses.
Remember, yeah, you're the captain. Take some control, Bill.
And for the amateurs, to outcook the pros.
My headspace isn't great. Come on, guys.
I just feel so awful for her.
Does Tregan have what it takes to lead her team to victory and win herself the coveted prize?
It comes down to one core question. It's what would you rather have put in front of you in the restaurant?
I could play a part in her not getting that pin, which is kind of freaking me out.